Hi, this is Peter Hanami with Japanese Customer News, Saturday, the 5th of December 2015. I've got 6 stories for you this week. Our first one starts from an article, Culture Comes First in Japan's Corporate Governance Reform. And this was written by Bruce Greenwald on Monday the 30th of November. And in this article, he highlights that Japanese management are, if anything, more disciplined than their Western counterparts, particularly in pursuing focused growth that builds on well-established competitive advantages. Our second story this week is by Takahiko Hyuga in the Australian Financial Review on Tuesday the 1st of December. In his article, Investors Hunt for Growth in Japan, he points out a very popular stock, Tokyo-based Euglena, Euglena, which is developing an algae as a nutritional supplement and is working on cultivating it for use as a biojet fuel. Its shares have climbed more than 2,400% since its 2012 initial public offering. That looks one to watch. Our third story is by Ken Belson in his article Masters of an Imperiled World, which was in the Australian Financial Review on Friday the 4th of December. In the article he talks about old parts of Tokyo, and in particular he looks at Tsukiji Market. And he highlights that next year, 2016, excuse me, the Tokyo government will move the wholesale market a few miles away to Toyosu. And there, at the new site, is a mammoth site with fishing ships will dock next to the market, which will speed delivery of tons of fish. But I think we'll all miss the old Tsukiji. Alright, our fourth story this week is about stealth jets, and this was reported by Chris Cooper and Kiyotaka Matsuda from Bloomberg on Friday the 4th in Australian Financial Review. In their article, Japan's stealth jet may lead to fighter. And they point out that Japan is closing in on becoming the 4th nation to test fly its own stealth jet. The aircraft, known as ATDX, is scheduled to make its maiden flight within the first 3 months of next year. Our fifth story this week is about food, and this was reported by Alexander Martin in the Wall Street Journal on Tuesday the 1st of December. In his article, Dumpling Maker Turns to Elderly Workers. Now in this article, he mentions that Ogawa no Sho, which is a dumpling maker in Ogawa village in Nagano Prefecture, they used to have a retirement age of 78, but employees can now stay as long as they like. And he points out that nearly half of the company's 81 employees are more than 60 years old. This is an interesting part of Japanese culture, is that workers are actually encouraged to work longer. I wonder if it'll catch on in the West. And our final story this week is by Takahashi Mochizuki in the Wall Street Journal on Wednesday, December 2nd, in his article Japanese Dig Deep to Boost Software. And in this article he mentions that Japan is still at the forefront in hardware such as robots, tiny smartphone parts and cars, but even that stronghold is in danger of being breached because software is increasingly critical to making these products work, and Japan is seen to have a weakness in this area. Thanks for your company, and I'd like to point out that on Monday, December 7th, I'll be launching Japanese Customer 2015, the year in the review. So make sure that you check our website and keep up to date with what happened this year from the customer's view. Thanks for your company. Look forward next week to Japanese Customer News.